Rhian O'Sullivan, congratulations. Dutch Open champion this past weekend. I know that's a tournament that's high on the agendas of so many players. How does it
Yeah,
feel to have that one under your belt?
it's a bit surreal to be honest, but I'm not very happy to win it because I know it's the pinnacle of, it is one of the biggest tournaments that's around, so it's difficult to win, and it was, but yeah, I'm delighted with it.
Can you explain what it's like just stepping in a room with 4,000 other darts players? It must be crazy.
Yeah, that's one word to describe it, but the atmosphere is electric. It is quite unique to be honest, but if you can make a way to go. It's definitely experienced it the one time, but it's busy. It's so well organized though, and well run. It's like clockwork, and how they do it, I don't know, but um, no, it's great.
How do you approach a tournament like that? Because I guess if it's a PDC Women's Series or an open event, you kind of look at the rounds, but here you're entering and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of players. How do you approach it?
I think it's one step at a time, or one day at a time, or one player at a time. Prepare like you usually would prepare, but you've got the TV lanes, there's different rooms to go to, there's specific times you have to be at places. It's very military run, but it's good, you just try to prepare like you usually would, I think, is the most best way I could describe it.
It's not possible to get lost in that venue then.
Yes, very. Um, there's lots of nooks and crannies, but I've been there now 4 or 5 times, so I know generally where I'm going, so that helps.
Brilliant. We'll jump into the tournament itself. I mean, it
Yeah,
was pretty simple early on for you. You had some whitewash victories. You had a big average as well, I think 102 average, which was in the earlier rounds. Do you
yeah.
have a feeling at that point that it could be your day, your weekend?
No, no. Like I said, it's one game at a time, but I won the warm up tournament on the Friday,
Yeah,
Thursday. So I knew I'm trying to build my confidence back up because Lakeside wasn't a good time for me this year, or last year, but not this year. Um, so I think I'm just trying to take one game at a time and go from there. But I was feeling happy. It was a good tournament. So, and definitely, I had Eileen, which was a tough game in itself because she's previous winner, and of course Beau. So it was very tough.
yeah, that semi-final with Bo. There's not
Mm.
many tougher players. Well, there aren't any tougher players that can beat on the women's.
No.
Did it feel like once you'd won that, the sort of tournament was very much in your own hands?
Um, I'm not quite that sort of player. I just take it as, I'm a step closer, but I don't take anything for granted. It's like, right, I got to give the biggest respect to whoever you play because you don't know how you're going to play or how they're going to play. Because the semis finish on the Saturday and then you've got a brand new, you've got to wait all night and all day again then for the final on the Sunday, which is on a massive stage and a massive venue. So,
How
um,
was that wait between the semi-final and the final?
I got to admit I didn't sleep that well. Um, but like I said, you just got to prepare like you usually prepare and take it from there really. But um, found the day pretty quick once you we went into the VIP area and then once you started preparing, the day went pretty quick. And it's like, oh right, two more matches and then it's me, and then they take you up to another part of the venue upstairs in a whole different practice area just for you just to go down there then to play. So
Hmm. And in the final, obviously, it was Lorena. We know what happened at Lakeside a few months back. Was that something that going into the match was maybe slightly in the back of your mind, what had happened a couple of months before?
Yes, I think I didn't quite give the game I know I can in Lakeside, and it was a bit of a let's try and make this right a little bit for me. But I was trying not to overthink it either because I know that's pressure and it's no good for you either. So I was just trying to relax, take the atmosphere in and enjoy it and see how they went. So and it just happened to be I started off better than what she did. So I capitalized on that then trying to win it, not for her to come back and try to finish as fast as I could.
Do you think she's become a more dangerous player because of the run at the semi-finals and given her that confidence to go on and compete with people like yourself, Beau, and the top players?
Definitely. I think her and Sophia are taking the bull by by the horn sort of thing. They both went to Romania last week and they did well there as well. So I think it definitely gives you confidence, and you always as a dart player think you have runs and you're on highs and then sometimes you go on your lows and they're definitely riding the high at the moment, I think, and good because they're young and they're new sort of faces to promote the game, so it's good.
Yeah.
But there's still life in the old dog still, so it's good.
Yeah. And with that win at the weekend, obviously that confirms your place in the 2025 WDF World
Yeah.
Championships. Does that change priorities sort of moving forward in the year in terms of what your schedule is going to look like?
I think it eases the pressure of having to go to loads of things, and I think I was going to step back a little bit anyway in my plans of having to go to everything anyway this year, but yeah, definitely eases the pressure because all right, I don't have to chase the points, so it's yeah, it definitely eases the pressure. So it's just go in and enjoy whatever I want to choose to go to now. So,
And we
but
mentioned
saying that, you do have to keep on top of your game as well. You can't just stop because everybody else is still playing all year, and so yeah, it opens up more options. But
yeah, and we mentioned that the PDC Women's Series is starting in a week,
2 weeks,
just over a week's
yeah,
time.
week and a bit.
Look, is that something that's quite high in your priority list? I know you're just outside the spots to get to the Women's World Match Play,
Yeah.
and there's obviously other things on the line with those tournaments. So they want something you'd like to really have a good crack at this year?
Um, I've been to, Blackpool, and I've made it the last 2 years. So it's not a high priority or pressure for me to try and get back up into the 8. So I think that will work for my favour. But yeah, it's something that I'm choosing to do instead of, because a lot of the tournaments actually clash this year. So you've got to choose which ones you really want to go to as a ladies player, which is a bit of a shame. So you're going to have a split, what people are going to choose to do. Because I think this week now, with the next one is going to clash with the Scottish Open. So I think a lot of people really don't know which one to commit to. Because I think if you commit to one, you're going to commit the whole season to it, I think, if you're going to do it. But yeah, the women's series is what I'm concentrating on. But I'm not going as oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm just gonna try and enjoy it and see where that
Yeah,
takes me. So
it's a real shame that you say those women's series events are clashing with the WDF events, and it's
yeah,
I say with the men's events, there's obviously a huge amount of players that can play on a challenge tour or on a WDF event. With the women, it's a slightly sort of the field is slightly smaller, so you would have
yeah,
liked to think that could have been worked out where that sort of thing wouldn't happen.
yeah. There's a lot of them this year that's clashing, and I mean 4, 5, not just one or two, which has been previous years, but there's a lot clashing, which is a great shame because everybody wants to support what the PDC are doing for the women, but of course, if there's another option to win more money or more points in other tournaments at the same time, people are going to try and think, oh, what's going to benefit me the best? So instead of, oh, I go to everything that I can go to, but there's no choices sometimes. There's like so much clashing. So
Do you still see the WDF Women's World Championship as the sort of the biggest opportunity and the biggest tournament for the women out there?
ooh, it's a good question. Um, I'd like to think that it probably is because it's a world championship, but I'm also aware that a lot of opportunity and exposure is happening when we're given the opportunities with the PDC. So it's a bit of both, but it's not. I don't know if I want to say if it's quite working or not because there's so much clashing. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think both are beneficial. So it's difficult.
there's certainly sort of opportunities, I guess, on that PDC tour. You saw with the World Masters, the recent PDC
Yeah,
World Masters, there were opportunities in the qualifiers there. Spots in Q School,
yeah,
obviously. Um, and we know what Beau's done on the Challenge Tour last
amazing.
month, winning two
Yeah,
events. Top of that Challenge Tour of merit, which means she's got the opportunity to play
yeah.
on the PDC Pro Tour. I guess the sort of be all and end all is if you are getting the results, the opportunities are there with the PDC.
Yes. Oh, definitely. But definitely, I think the standard of the women is definitely increasing and getting better, and it's getting harder to do really, really well, which is good. Um, but yeah, I think you've got to be at the standard where Beau is, and there's not many of us at her standard to get the results or the benefits that hopefully she will have. But it's a start, we've got to start somewhere. So it's hopefully building more opportunities, hopefully,
Yeah.
but for the greater mass, for more of us. But baby steps, I suppose. But yeah,
Final one before I let you go, and
yeah,
obviously I
okay,
mentioned those opportunities that Beau is hopefully going to get on the Pro Tour. We don't know if she's going to take the opportunity yet or not,
yeah.
but assuming she does, how do you think she'll fare in that environment?
Oh wow, she's just so unique, so amazing, so much talent. It's unbelievable, and so she's so young, so she's got so much time to get better or to build. That's the scary thing. So she's improving all the time. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully she does it and she shows what she can do, and hopefully give us all a boost that we can also get there. Just yeah, I just hope she does really well and hope she smashes everybody, to be honest. But that's my wishes for her. So she's good enough on her day. She can beat anybody. So I don't think she realizes how good she is. So it's exciting, but
Yeah,
hopefully, yeah, she can
yeah,
do it.
that's very exciting time for Beau. Congratulations again,
Yeah,
Rhian, on the weekend, and
thank
thanks
you
very
very
much.
much. Thank you very much.